Hey guys, before we begin, I want to thank you for the feedback. We're trying to improve our writing and narration with each video. Your like is important, so please leave a like on the video. Everything would start with Goku and his friends celebrating Pan's second birthday, Gohan's and Videl's daughter. Almost everyone was gathered. Even Vils and Whis had gone on a Whis-it. "I will never get bored of the food of this planet," said Vils while eating. "Go and think that he did not want to come. If he did not insist, he would have fallen asleep," Whis would complain. "I do not know what you're talking about. You lie with all your teeth," said Vils, making the misunderstanding. In a moment, Uranai Baba would arrive with Bardock. Everyone would be surprised, since they did not know Bardock. "It cannot be! Black has returned," said Goku as he put on guard. "Wait, Goku." He tried to stop Uranai Baba, but Goku did not pay attention to him. Goku would move at high speed to attack Bardock, but Vegeta would arrive just in time, since he would attack Goku, throwing him away. "Vegeta, what are you doing?" Goku would ask furiously. "Don't you see that Black has returned? Idiot, I cannot believe you cannot differentiate your ki. That is not Black, it's your father, Bardock," Vegeta would explain. "My father?" Goku would ask without believing it. "I do not know who Black is. I asked Uranai Baba to bring me to meet you," said Bardock. And Goku would notice that Bardock had an aureola on his head. "It's true, you had died many years ago. I could not meet you," smiled Goku. "Very well, Bardock will be here for 24 hours. He will not be able to stay for longer," Uranai Baba would explain. "Remember, Bardock, do not pass the time or the blind woman will come for you," the old woman warned. "Who is the blind woman?" Goku would ask. "The blind woman is a very powerful woman who watches over the dead who escape from the beyond," Uranai Baba said. "Since that incident with that guy Majihito in Madai Osama, he has been furious, so he has created that position. The blind woman has the ability to eliminate a soul in a definitive way." "How so definitively?" Beerus would ask seriously. "I remember you," said Bardock. "You used to terrify King Vegeta." "That's right. I see you have a good memory. Although I'm sorry not to remind you," Beerus said. "He was a Saiyan who fought against Frieza until the last moment. Thanks to him, Goku came to Earth safe and sound," Whis would comment. "And you must be Prince Vegeta, Vegeta the Third's son," Bardock said. "If it weren't for the absence of the beard, you are a copy of your father." "It may be," Vegeta would answer indifferently. "Hey lady, tell me more about that blind woman," Beerus said seriously. "Mr. Beerus, I don't want to be rude, but I just met my father. Leave that aside," Goku said. "No, you don't understand. There is someone capable of eliminating a soul and I'm not aware," Beerus said. "Mr. Beerus is right. One of the duties of the God of Destruction is to destroy the souls that escape from the beyond. That is why they specialize in the use of Hakai," Whis would comment. "That there is someone with that supposed ability to disappear a soul suggests that he's capable of using Hakai." "Hey, it's not that much. Let my father enjoy the party. Then you can ask for the Avenger," Goku said. "Blind woman," Beerus would speak louder. Chi-Chi and Bulma would go for Bardock to invite him to eat something, so he would be friends with the others. Beerus, on the other hand, would be very tense. He was worried about the idea that there is someone with that ability to disappear a soul. "Mr. Beerus, I have an idea," Whis said in a low voice when speaking to his ear. "Let's wait for the 24 hours to pass and see who it is." Beerus would suspend, trying to calm down. "Yes, it's fine. Let's enjoy the party," Beerus would answer. Bardock and Goku would enjoy the party with the others while they met. "So Pred is my great-granddaughter?" Bardock said cheerfully. "That seems," Goku laughed. "So you are our grandfather," Goten said next to Gohan. "It's amazing to have such a young grandfather." "Well, young, I know you're dead, but I think you understand me," Gohan said, embarrassed. "No, I don't understand," Bardock said. "If Bardock had not died, it looked exactly the same," Vegeta would intervene. "You would not understand because you're not purebred Saiyans." "I see. Here humans age quickly," Bardock said. Some hours would pass while everyone enjoyed the party. Then everyone would go home. Goku would invite his father to dinner with his family. He still had several hours to spend with them. Goku would notice that Beerus and Whis hadn't left yet. "Hey guys, can I help you with something?" Goku would ask. Beerus didn't know what to answer. He didn't want to leave Bardock until the 24 hours were up. Fortunately for him, Whis would have an idea. "It would be very nice if they invited us to dinner too. After all, his father won't be long and we also want to get to know him better," Whis would explain. Bardock felt strange. He still wasn't used to seeing Beerus as one of Goku's friends. He remembered him as a fearsome being who had King Vegeta terrified. "Hey, Kakarot, how did you make Beerus your friend?" Bardock would ask furiously. "It's a long story. We became friends when he came to destroy the Earth," Goku would answer. "Destroy the Earth?" Bardock would ask without really understanding him. "And tell me, Bardock, what about the life in the afterlife?" Beerus would ask. "Well, nothing of the afterlife. I know people from many planets, and I also train with good teachers, since they allowed me to have a body in heaven," Bardock would answer. "Hey, father, are you still training?" Goku would ask in a strange way. "Well, yes, something," Bardock would answer. "Goku, why don't you take your father to my planet? I could train something with Whis," Beerus would ask to make Bardock pass 24 hours quickly. "But if we go there, I don't know if he will have time. Remember that if he doesn't come in the 24-hour period, the torturer will come for him," Goku would warn. "It's the blind woman, son," Bardock said. "Yes, that," Goku laughed. "Well, if it's for time, there's no problem. We can go back in time," Whis said. "Come on, Goku, take the time with your father to do everything you can," Chi-Chi said. "Do you really let me go?" Goku would ask in a strange way. "I almost wouldn't recognize Chi-Chi." "Of course, honey. After all, you have to recover the time lost with your father," Chi-Chi would answer. "Well, then we'll go," Goku said. Hours later, Bardock and Goku would meet on the planet of Beerus. "What a surprising place. It reminds me of the planet Kyo, but without inhabitants," Bardock said. "The planet Kyo was destroyed many years ago," Whis said. "Yes, I know. Frieza sold it to a race that lost their planet, but since they didn't pay him, he destroyed it himself," Bardock would comment. "Very well, Whis. Show Bardock how you train Goku," Beerus said. Goku would put himself on guard and increase his power. Without transforming, then he would throw everything at Whis. Goku would attack Whis with several consecutive blows, but, as usual, he could not connect any. For the big difference between the two, Bardock witnessed the fight, but he didn't look very excited. Beerus would pay attention to Bardock. He would notice how he was watching the fight. Wow, it seems that he manages to read Goku and Whis' movements, Beerus thought. Goku and Whis would continue to fight. For several minutes, at one point, Goku would throw several ki balls at Whis. The angel would reject all the ki balls. Goku would increase the intensity of his attack. He kept throwing ki balls without stopping. Whis would rotate his staff in front of him. He would reject all the ki balls, sending them away. Some ki balls would go to Beerus, but he would disappear them with Hakai before they got to him. "Father, be careful," Goku would scream when he noticed that some balls were missing. The remaining ki balls went to Bardock. Bardock would not change position when the ki balls arrived. He would dodge them with his arms at high speed. "That was amazing," Goku said when approaching his father. "Father, you are much stronger than I thought." "You are also very strong. But there is something about your fighting style that I don't like," Bardock said when approaching Whis. "And what is it?" Goku would ask attentively. "You make too many unnecessary movements," Bardock said when approaching Whis. Now it would be his turn to train. "Look, son, when I invaded planets, it was not only about being stronger than the others. Sometimes we spent whole days fighting without rest. That's why it was essential to finish with your opponents, spending the least amount of energy possible," Bardock would explain. "Be careful, father. If you spend a lot of energy, your stay in the world of the living will be shortened. It happened to me when I visited the Earth," I warned Goku. "Don't worry, Kakarot," Bardock would answer. Bardock would get into a fighting position, but he wouldn't increase his ki yet. From one moment to another, he was in front of Whis, throwing a punch. The angel would dodge the attack anyway. "That was smart," Whis said. "You only raise your ki when attacking." Bardock would attack Whis with a variety of attacks that he couldn't connect. In a moment, he would dodge a Whis attack. He would transform into Super Saiyan for a brief moment, just to throw a punch that he managed to connect on his face. Goku and Beerus were surprised. Bardock had managed to connect a blow on Whis, which Goku and Vegeta could never do. "Father, you are really strong," Goku said, excited. "Actually, you are stronger than your father," Whis said. "You have only been skillful, and you managed to connect a punch. I should learn from him." "Father, it's great. You can transform into Super Saiyan?" Goku said. "That's right. I would have liked to do it in real life. Maybe I would have defeated Frieza like you did," Bardock said. "Hey Bardock, transform again," Beerus would demand. "What are you up to?" Bardock would seriously ask. "Father, be careful. Don't make him angry. Bardock is the god of destruction," Goku warned, worried. "I don't care who it is. I can tell by his attitude," Bardock said when approaching Beerus. "Come on, say it. You are looking for my stay to be short to see the blind woman." "Wow, it's very clever," Whis thought. "If so, what is the problem?" Beerus would ask when getting serious. "Hey Beerus, you are risking my father's existence for doing that," Goku said, upset. "Don't worry, I won't let the blind woman hurt him.
But I need to see her. I need to know who it is, Beerus demanded. If that was what you wanted, you would have said it before, Bardock smiled. Bardock would begin to increase his ki. He would transform into Super Saiyan. Father, wait, it's dangerous, Goku said. Don't worry, Mr. Goku. I will be attentive, Whis said. Bardock, after increasing his ki to the maximum, would throw himself towards Beerus. He would connect a strong fist blow on his face that would throw him away. And well, help me spend the energy to shorten my stay, Bardock said, challenging Beerus. Bardock and Beerus would begin to fight hand to hand. Both would clash their fists, one against the other. I can't believe it, but my father is rivaling against Beerus, Goku thought, proud of his father. Bardock would begin to shake. You could see perspiration on his face. That's it, there's not much left, Beerus thought. In a moment, Bardock would throw a big ki beam. After that, he would fall on his knees, losing his transformation. A purple portal would open where a woman would come out. So you're the blind woman, Bardock said. What? Is that you? Beerus would ask, astonished. Beerus, what are you doing here, hairy cat? The blind woman said. Of all the people that could be blind, she would have to be fair, Beerus thought, sighing. But at the same time, he was surprised. A strange woman had appeared who was known as the Blind Woman. She came to take Bardock's soul from the world of the living. Beerus and the Blind Woman knew each other from before, and it seemed that they didn't have a good relationship. What the hell are you doing here, Beerus? Tomoko asked, since that was the name of the blind woman. Me? What are you doing here? Beerus would ask. I am fulfilling my function. I have come to claim this soul that should be in the other world, Tomoko said, pointing to Bardock. The souls that do not return to the beyond deserve to disappear, Tomoko said, as Hakai's energy manifested around her body. Tomoko would invoke a huge war axe that would hold her with one hand.
She was determined to kill Bardock. I won't let you, Goku said, as he moved at high speed towards Tomoko, but Tomoko would throw him away, leaving Goku buried against a mountain. It's strong, Bardock thought, surprised. What an insolent boy, Tomoko would complain. You, disappear, Tomoko said as she threw herself towards Bardock, ready to execute him with her axe. Tomoko's axe would be covered with Hakai's energy, but Beerus would arrive at the right time holding the weapon. Bardock spent his energy under my order because he was curious to know who the blind woman was, Beerus would explain. He would throw Tomoko far away. Goku would return, somewhat in pain. He was surprised by the way Tomoko had knocked him down with a single blow. Hey, Beerus, let me fight her, Goku was excited. Beerus would watch Goku with hatred and attack him with a ki beam on his shoulder, leaving part of his uniform burned. Don't get involved in this, Beerus would order. Tomoko is a matter that I must solve. Please, Mr. Beerus, you know I love to fight people who are very strong, Goku asked again. Who is that idiot who looks like Bardock? Tomoko would ask. It's his son, but don't worry about him, worry about me, Beerus said as he threw a fist at Tomoko. Tomoko would cover herself with her axe. Beerus's fist would hit the handle of her weapon. Don't stop being the same selfish and authoritarian as always, Tomoko said furiously. "You're just mad at me because I didn't love you," Beerus said, until a kick in the chest from Tomoko would interrupt him. "Don't you dare say it, cheap cat!" Tomoko would scream as she increased her ki. Beerus and Tomoko would begin to increase their ki while fighting. Both kept a very fierce fight. Whis would approach Goku and Bardock. "It seems that Beerus is in a bad mood," Whis smiled. "Hey Whis, how do they know each other?" Goku would ask. "Oh, what a thing with you. I don't know if I should say it," Whis would blush. "I don't understand what you mean. Is it some stray student who revealed himself to him?" Goku would ask. No, and no," Whis would answer with laughter. "So, it's a witch who wants to conquer the universe," Goku said, trying to guess. "It's not that far either," Whis would answer. "So it's someone who uses Hakai without Beerus's permission," Goku said. "Well, kind of not," Whis said. "Kakarot, son, I don't know what kind of customs and breeds you adopted on Earth, but from what I can understand, they were dating," Bardock said. "Father, please, that would be ridiculous in someone like Mr. Beerus." Goku would laugh. Beerus and Tomoko would stop their fight when they heard them, and both would be blushed, since what Bardock said was true. "It's done," Whis laughed excitedly. "Hey Whis, my personal matters are not to be revealed that way," Beerus said. "Wow, now you care what they think about us?" Tomoko said. "I can't believe you, Mr. Beerus. Someone like you, so serious and being a god, all disinterested and all those things, it's very rare that he had a girlfriend," Goku said, surprised. "Even Mr. Beerus was a teacher of Mrs. Tomoko. He taught her to use Hakai's energy. It turns out that when Mr. Beerus became the god of destruction, he had to leave his relationship aside, since the god of destruction can't have effective relationships with mortals," Whis would explain. "Damn you, Whis, stop telling my life story," furious Beerus would scream. "Whis, you haven't changed a bit," Tomoko said. "But if they broke up when Beerus became the god of destruction, how come Tomoko and Whis know each other?" curious Goku would ask. "Silly. Beerus was a disciple of the previous god of destruction many years before taking his place," Whis would explain. "Very well, enough," Beerus said, already uncomfortable with the whole situation. "Get out of here, Tomoko. Your presence is not welcome," Beerus said. "I won't leave without destroying Bardock's soul," Tomoko said when pointing at Bardock with his axe again. "The souls that escape from the afterlife and those that remain after the time given to them must be eliminated. If that's the reason for your visit, I'll take care of it in person," Beerus would answer. "Wait, Beerus, don't you dare do anything to my father," threatening Goku. "Whis," Beerus said, raising his voice. "As you wish, sir," the angel would answer. Whis would start spinning his staff in circles, then he would point at Bardock. This would lose the aureola that was on top of his head. "You're alive," Goku said, happy. "What? Me what?" Bardock would ask when examining his body. That way he would realize that he had come back to life. "It's true. In the power tournament, you revived Frieza in that way," Goku would comment. "You can't be serious, Kakarot. Are you saying that they revived the guy who murdered me along with our whole planet?" Bardock said, furious. "It's a little more complex than it seems. We'll talk later." Goku said something uncomfortable. "There you have it. Bardock is alive. There is no soul out of here," Beerus said in a very arrogant way. Tomoko would create a portal behind her. She was ready to go. "My job was to eliminate him. Don't think I'll forget this," Tomoko would threaten when retiring. "What an intense woman," Beerus said, furious. "Come on, Mr. Beerus, I'm sure you missed her," the angel would laugh. "Shut up," Beerus said when deepening his tone of voice. "Goku, it'll be better if you leave. I have situations to solve," Beerus would ask with a tone of voice somewhat muted. Goku would lean his hand on Bardock's shoulder, and with the teleportation, they would both reach Earth. Chi-Chi would see Bardock surprised to notice that he no longer had his aurora.
Is your father alive? Chi-Chi would ask, surprised. That's right. It was a favor from Whis. Goku said that, very happy. What good news? Chi-Chi said. You can stay with us as long as you need. Although, of course, you'll have to get a job at some point. Maybe you can work in the field with Goku, Chi-Chi said. Work? Bardock would ask. The only thing I know how to do is invade planets and kill people. Chi-Chi would be silent since she did not know what to answer. Chi-Chi, then we'll see that. Now we have other matters to attend to, Goku said to alleviate the pressure on Bardock. I want you to take me with Frieza right now, Bardock would demand. Father, it's late. We can go tomorrow if you want, Goku would answer. Now, Bardock would demand. Honey, what's going on? Chi-Chi would ask, a little nervous. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Goku would answer seriously. Father, I understand how you feel. I eliminated Frieza with my own hands on 2 occasions. If he's alive now, it's because Beerus gave him that favor. Since thanks to him, we saved the entire universe from destruction, Goku would explain. How about destruction? Bardock would ask. It's something complicated to explain to you in a short time, but I'll let you know. Now, if you want to take revenge on Frieza for yourself, I will not oppose. Surely Beerus will not meddle either, since he already paid his favor, Goku would comment. Well, let's go right now, Bardock would ask. Goku would concentrate his ki to find Frieza. After a few seconds, he would feel his ki on some distant planet. Then Goku would offer his hand to his father. Are you ready? Goku would ask. Of course I am, Bardock would answer. Goku and Bardock would reach the planet. They would see Frieza install a base there. With that, there it is, but it looks different, Bardock said. Frieza never showed himself as he really was. That's his original form. He uses several transformations to hide his power and save energy, Goku would explain. Frieza would take a few seconds to notice the presence of Goku and Bardock. By doing so, he would take a great surprise. He would recognize Bardock instantly. I remember you. Frieza said, I remember you. You are the subject I eliminated along with the entire Saiyan race. Frieza smiled. Frieza, furious Bardock said when his ki was out of control. Well, you can know the reason for your visit, Frieza would ask, something impatient. Goku, I have forgiven you because I have eliminated you twice, and you have helped us in the power tournament. This is a situation that my father wants to solve, so I decided not to interfere in it, Goku would explain. And tell me, Bardock, do you feel confident in fighting against me? Frieza would ask, with a proud smile. Bardock would increase his ki, but without using his transformation. He would see his hands carefully. He felt his ki flowing, but now he was alive. He felt different. Damn, I got hungry all of a sudden, Bardock thought. I must get used to being alive. And well? Frieza would ask. I don't have all day. Bardock would throw himself at Frieza. He would attack him with a variety of blows that the cold demon managed to dodge without much difficulty. I must admit that your power has increased considerably, but it is not enough to rival me, Frieza would laugh. Did you think I would fight you with everything from the beginning? Bardock would ask, laughing at Frieza. Yes, my idiot, Frieza would answer, furiously. Frieza would throw himself at Bardock with a murderous intent. Father, don't underestimate him. He's very tricky. I warned Goku. I know, Bardock would answer. Frieza would throw a punch at Bardock, but he would receive the attack in his hand. At that moment, Bardock would transform into Super Saiyan. It can't be, Frieza said, terrified, remembering that moment when Goku had transformed into Super Saiyan for the first time. Bardock would start hitting Frieza without stopping until the evil Emperor managed to move away. You'll see, I can raise my power too! Frieza would increase his power using the Golden Transformation. Then he would attack Bardock with several ki balls. Bardock would disappear from one moment to another. Then he would be behind Frieza. With a hammer blow, he would knock him down, leaving Frieza on the ground. Then Bardock would fall standing on Frieza's chest, causing him a great wound that would force him to spit blood. Believe it or not, the way in which you defeated me was present in my memories while I was training in the Beyond. That's why I didn't allow myself to reincarnate, just in case I would find you in the Beyond to give you what you deserved. Bardock said, "Damn you, Saiyan!" Frieza would scream while trying to do something, but he was badly wounded. Bardock would finish Frieza with a key strike. "Wow, that felt really good," Bardock said, satisfied. "Very good, Father. It's time to return to Earth." A few hours later, Beerus was resting in his room. He was sleeping while Whis was busy with other matters. In a moment, a portal would be created inside Beerus's room. Tomoko had entered, and the God of Destruction hadn't even noticed. "I knew I would find him sleeping," Tomoko smiled. Tomoko would slowly approach Beerus. Being next to him, she would extend her hand. In her palm, she had a strange pink powder. When she blew the powder, it would go directly to Beerus's face, who was completely asleep. Beerus would receive the strange pink powder on his face. This would wake him up due to a loud snore. "What the hell is going on?" Beerus would ask, noticing Tomoko sitting at the foot of his bed. "Hi, honey. I see you've woken up," Tomoko said sweetly. "Hey, get out of here right now, before," Beerus said, until he began to feel strange. "What's going on, my love? Is something strange happening to you?" Tomoko would ask sweetly. "Of course not, my dear Tomoko. I was surprised when I woke up with your beauty in front of me," Beerus said. "That's it. My love spell worked perfectly. With this, my plans will be fulfilled," Tomoko thought. "Well, honey, I'll bring you something to eat, and then we'll go out for a walk," Tomoko said. "I think it's a good idea," Beerus would answer. A few hours later, Whis would meet Tomoko, leaving Beerus's room with him. "What's going on here?" Whis would ask, bewildered. "Hi, Whis. How have you been?" Tomoko would greet him with a malicious smile. "I have decided to leave the past behind and recover time with the love of my life," Beerus would explain. "That's not possible. Something is wrong," Whis said seriously. "Do you dare to distrust Tomoko?" Beerus would ask when he gets serious. "Not at all, Mr. Beerus. After all, I am his faithful servant," the angel would answer. A few days would pass while Beerus and Tomoko had their relation with normality. Although everything was a plan of Tomoko to have Beerus under her control, since she could do with him what she wanted. "Hey, honey, I was thinking about something," Tomoko said sweetly. "Tell me, my love," Beerus would answer. "I just remembered that Whis revived that Saiyan, and I should eliminate him. I think we should take care of him," Tomoko would ask. "As you wish," Beerus would answer by accepting Tomoko's request. Whis would suspect the situation, but as he was his servant and teacher, he should only obey the orders of the God of Destruction. A few hours later, Beerus and Tomoko would arrive on Earth. Whis accompanied them, since he was the one who had taken them. "I'll ask you one more time. Are you sure you want to eliminate Mr. Bardock?" Whis would ask Beerus. "I've already told you. My decisions are unquestionable," Beerus would answer in a challenging tone. Goku would feel their ki at the moment of arriving on Earth, and he would arrive at his location with the teleportation. "Hello," Goku would greet. "Did you two become friends?" Goku would ask when he noticed Tomoko's presence. More than that, "Beerus and I have been together again," Tomoko would answer by hugging Beerus. "Mr. Beerus, I know you less and less," Goku would laugh. Beerus would attack Goku with a Hakai ball, but he would dodge it for a while. "Hey, what's wrong with you? That could have killed me," Goku said, annoying. "Be careful how you refer to my beloved Tomoko. I warned you." Beerus furious. In a moment, Goku would notice a slight reddish tone in Beerus's eyes. That would make him suspect him. "There's something strange about you. I hardly recognize you," Goku said seriously. "Wow, so I'm not the only one who notices it," Whis thought. "We came for your father. We need to see him," Beerus said. Goku would suspect, so he thought very well what he said. "Why are you looking for my father?" Goku would seriously ask. "That's none of your business. I require Bardock's presence right now," Beerus would demand. "If I don't know why you want it, I won't tell you where he is," Goku said by smiling, making fun of Beerus. Beerus would get to Goku with a punch in his stomach, taking away his breath. "Don't try to get smart with me. Bring me your father right now," Beerus would order. Goku would hit Beerus with a headbutt in a moment of distraction, and so he would manage to get away from him. "You better calm down, Beerus," Goku said. "Honey, if this mortal bothers you, I could finish him for you," Tomoko said seriously. "Maybe I'm not the most suitable person to talk, but I think that woman is dominating you," Goku said, altering both Beerus and Tomoko. "How dare you?" Beerus would ask by preparing his fist to attack Goku, but Tomoko would stop him. "Leave it to me. I'll show you what I'm capable of," Tomoko said in a challenging way. "Very good, but I warn you that I will not trust you like the last time," Goku would answer. Goku would transform to Super Saiyan Blue, unleashing his true power. "Wow! How can you have the ki of a god?" Tomoko asked, surprised. "If you can feel it, you can also use the ki of a god." Goku smiled. "Be careful, honey. That guy has an amazing power," Beerus warned. Goku would begin to attack Tomoko with a series of attacks. At the moment, Tomoko managed to deflect all the attacks, but it became more and more difficult. "Now I understand why Whis trained him. He is not a normal guy," Tomoko thought. Tomoko would throw a Hakai ball at Goku, but he would hit the Hakai ball with his fist, getting rid of the attack completely. "It is impossible that you are immune to Hakai," Tomoko said, furious. "I have learned many things thanks to Whis' training and the power tournament. Do not underestimate me. Fight seriously," Goku said. Tomoko felt that she had to fight seriously because she saw a great potential in Goku. So she would invoke her axe and attack him with it. Tomoko's axe would be covered with Hakai's energy. "Now you will see what I'm capable of," Tomoko said in a crazy way. Goku dodged the weapon, avoiding making prolonged contact with Hakai, but she attacked with great ferocity, and it began to make it difficult for him. In a movement, Tomoko would attack with her axe in such a way that Goku could not dodge the attack, and he should hold the weapon. Goku would manage to hold the weapon in his hands, and thanks to the fact that he covered his hands with Suki energy, he countered Hakai. "It is impossible that a mortal managed to resist Hakai directly," Tomoko said, furious. "I am not any just mortal. I am Goku," Goku said with a confident smile. Goku would use the Kaioken for 10 and completely destroy Tomoko's axe.
"Impossible," Tomoko said, terrified.
Goku would begin to attack Tomoko without rest. All his attacks were incisive. Goku was about to give Tomoko the final blow, but Beerus would attack him from behind with a great ball of Hakai. Hakai's ball was not enough to destroy him, but it would consume a lot of Goku's energy. In that way, Goku could no longer use the Kaioken. It only had the transformation of the Super Saiyan Blue, but he was aware that he would not have much time. Beerus, you are a cheater. This fight was between Tomoko and me, Goku said, furious. Goku would notice that Beerus had red eyes. He seemed to be possessed. I will not allow anyone to touch my beloved Tomoko, Beerus shouted, furious. Beerus and Tomoko had Goku surrounded. Even so, he would not give up. Very well, I have enough for both of you if you wish, Goku said, on guard. Bardock would arrive flying from the sky, since he was aware of Beerus and Tomoko's ki. It already seemed to me that there was a lot of scandal around here, Bardock said. Father, did you manage to feel the ki of the gods? Goku would ask in amazement. Son, I have already told you that I had good teachers in the beyond, Bardock would answer. Tomoko, I think the reason for your visit is for me. Surely it has affected you that they return me to life, Bardock said seriously. You, damn you, Tomoko said, furious. First I will kill you, and then I will go for your soul in hell. No, I'll better eliminate you completely using Hakai. Tomoko would threaten to throw herself at Bardock. Hey, don't touch my father, Goku said, to throw himself at Tomoko. But Beerus would cross in his path. This is a matter of my beloved. You will fight with me, Beerus said. Get out of my way. I will not let anyone touch my father, Goku would answer, furious. Leave it like that, Kakarot. I would ask Bardock. I will teach this crazy Modalis. Who did you call crazy? Tomoko would ask, furious when attacking Bardock. Bardock would raise his ki, turning into Super Saiyan. Both Tomoko and Bardock would braid their hands forcibly, while Beerus and Goku fought hand to hand. At the beginning, Tomoko seemed to dominate the situation. He slowly beat Bardock while he squeezed his hands. Now you will see, bastard, Tomoko said, furious. Bardock would raise his ki even more. It would come to the transformation of Super Saiyan Phase 2. It's not true, Tomoko said, surprised. Bardock would free himself from Tomoko's grip and break his hands completely. Then he would kick her under his chin, throwing her away. I told you not to trust yourself. Despite your great power and being a user of Hakai, you are not very intelligent in combat. Surely you only use Hakai to solve things easily. That's why you are incompetent as a fighter, Bardock said, infuriating Tomoko even more. Ooh, you hit him right on the truth, Whis said, surprised. Hey, how dare you, Beerus said, furious when trying to attack Bardock. But Goku would cross his path. You are going to fight me, Goku said, seriously. Don't even dare to interfere. Tomoko, how are you? Beerus would ask, worried. Tomoko would stand up slowly. She felt a great pain in her hands for how she had left Bardock. You are a bastard, furious Tomoko said. Tomoko would surround his hands with Hakai's energy. His hands would gradually recover their original form. The difference between you and me, is that I can rebuild my body, but you can't," Tomoko said when throwing herself at Bardock. Furious Tomoko tried to attack Bardock, but his attacks were not effective. Bardock dodged all attacks. "It's amazing the way Mr. Bardock fights. Surely he was trained by supreme masters," Whis thought, analyzing the fight. Bardock would manage to connect a fist blow right on Tomoko's face. Although it wouldn't have done much damage, it was enough to turn his face to one side and destroy his pride. "My face, my beautiful face," Tomoko said. "That bastard dared to touch my beloved," furious Beerus thought. Tomoko would join his hands. Hakai's energy would begin to surround his body. "Now you will be in trouble," Beerus said, making fun of Bardock. "His power is increasing? What is he doing?" Goku would ask. Tomoko's body would gradually cover itself with a black armor that protected it completely. Then he would invoke another axe as a weapon. "Now it will be your end," Tomoko would threaten Bardock. "Damn, I think this is out of my control," Bardock thought, attentive to putting himself on guard. Bardock would try to attack Tomoko, but by connecting a fist blow into his face, it wouldn't do them the slightest damage. Tomoko's head had not even moved a bit. "I told you this would be your end," Tomoko said by hitting Bardock's stomach with his axe handle. Bardock would fall on his knees to the ground, losing his transformation. Then Tomoko would raise his axe. He was ready to decapitate him. "Now I will finish you, as I should have done when I saw you the first time," Tomoko said, determined. "Hey, leave my father," Goku said, trying to help him, but Beerus would cross his path. "You are going to fight me," Beerus said with a challenging smile. "Damn, Beerus! If I do something to my father, you will pay for it too," Goku would threaten Beerus. He did not know what to do to help his father. In order to save Bardock, Goku would have to defeat Beerus first. Bardock was about to be executed by Tomoko. The Saiyan could hardly move. "It's time for you to disappear," Tomoko said by lifting his axe. "I spent many years dead just to disappear just days after I came back to life," Bardock said by standing up with difficulty. "Father!" Goku would scream, trying to help him, but Beerus would hug him by the back, applying a fighting key, making it impossible to continue. "Let me go!" Goku would scream by creating a key explosion. But even so, he could not get rid of the god of destruction from above. Tomoko would lower his axe, but just at that moment, when it should make contact, Bardock would disappear. Where did he go? Tomoko would wonder. Suddenly, Tomoko would receive a kick on his back. It had been Bardock who was behind her. "Wow, I see blood coming," Whis said when he realized what had happened. Bardock was manifesting the Ultra Instinct for the first time. "It's not possible," Beerus said, amazed. "Shut up," Goku would answer by hitting Beerus so he could take it off. "This is not possible," Tomoko said by standing up. Bardock would stand up in front of her with a white aura that covered his body. Tomoko, without giving him time, would decide to attack Bardock with his axe. Bardock would move slightly to one side, dodging the attack for a time. "Damn Saiyan," Tomoko said, attacking Bardock again and again with his axe. But all his attacks were easily dodged. "It's amazing the way my father fights. Surely he was trained by supreme masters," Goku thought. "Now you will see," Tomoko said, attacking Bardock with his axe. But this time she would do it with a side cut. Quickly, Bardock would hold the edge of the axe with only 2 fingers. "You fell," Tomoko said. Tomoko's axe would release energy of Hakai to Bardock, but it wouldn't work. "It's not possible. Nothing happens to him," Tomoko said, terrified. "How can Hakai not work on him?" "My energy is more powerful than your destruction," Bardock said. Bardock would take the axe from Tomoko and throw it far. Then he would hit her face, destroying her pride. Tomoko would be fired several meters away, while his face would be uncovered. Bardock's level using Ultra Instinct is amazing. Whist would appreciate. "I won't let you get away with this," Tomoko said by throwing herself at Bardock. "Father, be careful. Ultra Instinct can run out." Tomoko would increase her ki to the maximum and attacked Bardock with a series of consecutive blows. Bardock dodged all attacks, making the least amount of possible movements since he moved just and necessary. In a moment, Tomoko would throw a punch. Bardock would receive the attack in his hand and would begin to squeeze it to torture Tomoko. She would scream in pain at not being able to free herself. "I can't lose like this," Tomoko thought, frustrated. Everything would change when Bardock suffered for the price of the use of Ultra Instinct. Since the effect would have passed, Bardock would scream for the pain he felt all over his body. It was time. Beerus would laugh. Bardock would fall to the ground on his knees. He felt like his muscles were breaking apart inside. Tomoko was very sore from the battle he had had. Even so, he managed to stand up. "You're a damned bastard. Look at everything you made me go through," Tomoko said furiously. Goku would try to help his father, but Beerus would stand in front of him, placing his hand on his chest. "I told you that you will fight against me. This is a matter of Tomoko and Bardock," Beerus said with a malicious smile. Goku looked furious. With a short punch in Beerus's stomach, he would manage to leave him breathless. In that distraction, he would manage to reach Tomoko with a kick that would throw her away. "Father, are you okay?" Goku would ask, helping his father to stand up. "Yes, just very tired," Bardock would answer. "I knew about the Ultra Instinct, but to use it for the first time, I think I had to feel that my life was in danger to be able to execute it. Leave this to me, I'll take care of the rest," Goku said. "Goku," Tomoko would call furiously. "I'll have to kill father and son at the same time," she threatened. "Things have changed, now you are very exhausted to maintain a fight." "I said Goku. If you want to leave this here, you can leave right now," Goku offered. "Shut up!" Tomoko would scream when she threw a ki beam at Goku, but she would reject the attack without any difficulty. Beerus would stand on Tomoko's side. He was willing to help her fight Goku. "You can't against both at the same time, and your father won't be able to help you. Anyway, I can with both at the same time," Goku said by forcing his ki. "It seems that someone else has also spent their energies," Tomoko laughed. "Whist, what's going on with you?" Goku would ask. "You behave as if she dominated you. You were not like that." "That's none of your business," Beerus would answer annoyingly. Beerus and Tomoko stretched their hands towards Goku. Both would attack with several ki balls at the same time. Goku dodged them, although with difficulty. Each time it made it even more difficult for him. "Damn, fighting both in this state will not be easy," I thought Goku, "but for nothing in the world can I give up." Goku would create a ki barrier to protect himself from the ki balls. Then he would run to Beerus and Tomoko without stopping. "That damn worm is very slippery," Beerus said that very worried. Goku would arrive in front of Tomoko and Beerus, and he would start fighting both at the same time. The three were tired, but still they gave everything. It seems to be a very close fight. I wonder who will win. Whist would observe how Bardock struggled to stand up, but every time he did, he fell on his knees. Then the angel would decide to go to him and heal him. "Why do you help me?" I would ask Bardock, suspecting the angel. "It is that I was already uncomfortable seeing him trying to stand up and not achieving it." The angel laughed. "Are you making fun of me?" I would ask Bardock furiously. "Not really. I suspect that something strange is happening to Beerus, but I can do nothing. After all, I am his servant, and I must obey his orders," Beerus would explain. "I do not have time to talk to you," Bardock said. Bardock would increase his ki. He went to Goku to help him in his fight, but suddenly he would be suspended in the air without being able to move. "But what the hell?" Bardock would ask. "He will not go anywhere," Whist said seriously, and Bardock would float to one side of Whist. "I have not cured him to help Mr. Goku. I would have problems with Zeno if I did, so I cannot allow you to help him. I'm sorry." "I do not understand why you are so strong, if you only deserve to observe," Bardock said furiously. "Things that happen," Whist laughed. "Goku, what is going on with you?" Goku would ask. "You behave as if she dominated you. You were not like that." "That's none of your business," Beerus would answer annoyingly. Beerus and Tomoko stretched their hands towards Goku. Both would attack with several ki balls at the same time. Goku dodged them, although with difficulty. Each time it made it even more difficult for him. "Damn, fighting both in this state will not be easy," I thought Goku. "But for nothing in the world can I give up." Goku would create a ki barrier to protect himself from the ki balls. Then he would run to Beerus and Tomoko without stopping. "That damn worm is very slippery," Beerus said that, very worried. Goku would arrive in front of Tomoko and Beerus, and he would start fighting both at the same time. The three were tired, but still they gave everything.
But right at that moment, he would lose his transformation of Super Saiyan Blue. "I cannot believe it," Goku said. Right now, Goku and Beerus were equal. Both exerted the same force. "Come on, Beerus, you were not like that," Goku said, looking for the god of destruction to come to reason. But it did not seem to be easy. "You are the most disinterested being I've ever met. Since when do you do everything for love?" "I have changed. Now Tomoko is the most important thing to me," Beerus would answer. "Do not let him beat you. Finish him," Tomoko said. "He used a love spell," Bardock said when he realized Tomoko has Beerus under his control. "Are you sure of what you say?" the angel would ask. "I have seen many things in the beyond. A love potion causes more deaths than you can imagine," Bardock said. "Whis, remember what happened to Beerus before and after that sudden change?" Whis would remember how Beerus would leave his room with Tomoko. He would have realized that at that moment it was the sudden change. "Yes, I assume that Mr. Beerus is out of reason, so I have permission to interfere." Whis smiled. Whis would throw a small ball of ki between Goku and Beerus. Both should move away so as not to be hurt. By dropping the ball of ki on the ground, a great explosion would be created that would cause both Goku and Beerus to stop fighting for a moment. "Hey Whis, We're in the middle of a," Goku said, until he would be interrupted by Whis' staff that would hit him in his stomach.
"Keep silent," the angel said seriously. "Whis?" Beerus said, surprised, since he did not understand the angel's attitude. "Mr. Beerus, please do not move," the angel would ask with cordiality. Whis would use his staff on Beerus. A flash of light would cover the body of the god of destruction. What the hell is he doing? Tomoko would wonder, terrified. Beerus would begin to feel strange. Then he would have difficulty breathing, until at one point he would cough a strange pink smoke. "Oh, but what did he eat?" Whis said with some disgust. "What was that?" Beerus would ask by holding his head. "Why do I feel so strange? Oh, that Whis ruined everything," furious Tomoko said. "Tomoko, what the hell are you doing here?" furious Beerus would ask. "Mr. Beerus, don't you remember anything?" the angel would ask. "I do not understand," Goku said, amazed. "Son, Beerus was being affected by a love spell. He was under Tomoko's control," Bardock would explain. "I cannot believe it," Goku would answer, surprised. "It seems to me that someone is in trouble," furious Beerus said. And quickly, Tomoko would open a portal and flee from there. "And he escaped after all," Whis laughed. Whis would explain to Beerus what had happened, since he did not remember anything since he was affected by Tomoko's spell. "This will not get out of here. No one should know that someone managed to manipulate a god of destruction," Beerus would order. "Did you understand, Goku? My lips are sealed." Goku would laugh. "At least all this has ended well, but I do not like the idea that Tomoko is free," Bardock said. "I'll take care of that myself," Beerus said. A very small portal would originate on one side of Whis' face, but the angel had not realized. Tomoko's hand would come out of his interior, and he would release a pink smoke towards him. "Whis, watch out!" Beerus said, but it was already late. Whis would start coughing, and when he opened his eyes, they had a strange red color. "Whis, kill them all!" Tomoko would order. "Yes, my beloved." Whis would answer that, since he was now controlled by Tomoko, and the angel would do whatever she asked. Now Whis was able and had enough power to end mercilessly with Goku, Bardock, and the god Beerus. What will happen now that Whis is under the spell of love of Tomoko? Can Goku, Bardock, and Beerus maintain a fight against the angel? And even more important, Tomoko plans to conquer the Universe 7. All that we will know in the next part of this theory. Friends, I hope you liked the compilation of theories and movies. Remember that if you want to see more parts, movies, and compilations like this video has to reach 10,000 likes and many comments. And I will upload more compilations without fail. Leave your like, comment, and subscribe for more theories. See you in a next video.